Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Thursday, February 2nd, 2023, 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll resume our regular timing for the meditation call tomorrow. Again, we'll resume at 3:15 p.m. We'll be having a reverse aging health call tomorrow night, Friday, February 3rd. That which is real cannot be threatened. That which is unreal does not exist. Course in Miracles. And this is confusing to a lot of people. If you want to attract, create, and manifest more love into our lives, we must do one essential thing. We must choose to allow ourselves to become more open, vulnerable, and sensitive. The more sensitive we are, the more we will be able to feel the love that is already inside our being right now. When we can feel this love, it will begin to radiate through our heart to others and ourselves. Being sensitive means we are willing to remain vulnerable to life and feel and face that which we're afraid to feel. It means being willing to sit with that which we cannot face inside ourselves alone. An insensitive person has to put up big walls and distract themselves from that which is hard to feel. These walls are what make them so insensitive. Perhaps the pain was too great at the time, and they believed they were too powerless to sit with the pain. It takes a deeply courageous person who has an inner strength and spiritual warrior to continuously choose sensitivity over anything else along their life's journey. Choosing the path of sensitivity means we are willing to truly be alive. We are open to feeling the wounding that others are holding in their bodies, as well as what is buried within our own. The willingness to feeling the wound is the door to feeling the love and healing that which is needing love. If you shut the door on feeling pain, you've turned your back on love. A deep compassion for yourself and others is born out of this path to higher sensitivity. It is one of the most essential and overlooked ingredients on the journey to self-realization and enlightenment. In the beginning stages of resensitizing our being, we will feel as if we're taking the risk of being damaged by the harshness of this world. This is why it's vital to learn how to remain free from the ego's trap of defensiveness, so that we never take anything personally. It's only the small, powerless self that feels the need to defend, protect, and hide and run away. Our true, ever-radiant self always embraces, moves forward towards the pain with love, compassion, and forgiveness. On the path to higher consciousness, we will find the heart is in a constant state of expansion and receptivity. This paradigm, when practiced, is extremely powerful as the heart continuously expands into an ever brighter ball of joy, lightness, and ecstasy. It is only through the path of the heart that true compassion arises, which allows us to retain a perpetual state of sensitivity. Do not respond to anger. Where there is no love, do not go. Your purpose is to transmit love, not to convince, not to expect that all will listen, understand, or be helped. Remember, you are serving deeply, eternally loving, without expectation, Babaji. Being more sensitive makes every response, gesture, and word our heart. We let go of the filter, the judge, and the critic, stopping us from being unguarded, free, and real. The old walls between us and the world tumbling down. We can find ordinary life to be utterly orgasmic as this expansive, peaceful heart melts all the fears and defense systems we didn't know we had. This genuine heart-opening path is the journey towards true enlightenment that is highly contagious and unstoppable. Once we get a taste of it, we will never get stuck in a contracted state of worry or fear again. Take the time to choose to be sensitive. Make this week the best week of your life. Become more sensitive, and your life will become more bright, brilliant, and amazing than what you thought was ever possible. If and when you want practical exercise to become more sensitive, this week, try this one out. You can shift into higher sensitivity with 3 magical breaths. 3. Anytime you feel reactive, defensive, or start to shut down emotionally, first take 5 seconds to yourself to go inside and feel where in our body the wall is forming. The wall can show up as tightness, tension, overall anxiety, or even the stopping of your breath. Take that very next moment to breathe into this tension and feel the wall between you and it shift into a warm liquid feeling. Then take a second deep breath. Merge with this liquid wall of light. Let yourself become the wall. On your third breath, imagine a vast open universe inside and outside of you. Merge with the vastness. Feel the spacious silence all around you and the sense that you can expand out into infinity. Relax as deep as you can into this experience. If any stuckness or wall tries to reform, simply start the process over with the first breath. Enjoy. Let go of the idea that you are not aware of yourself as the ever-present, changeless, inexpressible reality. When you want nothing, seek nothing, expect nothing, then the supreme state will come to you uninvited and unexpected. That is all. Let go of the idea that you are not aware of yourself as the ever-present, changeless, inexpressible reality. And when you want nothing, seek nothing, expect nothing, then the supreme state will come to you uninvited and unexpected. That is all. Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj. If you would understand, and it's up to each of us to take this in, is that we have, you can call it a mission, path, but we're all headed in the same direction. And understanding that we have this, it is kind of a, in some people, a dilemma, other people an unknown. But as you can tell with these meditations, it's learning how to go within. And those can be pieces. You know, they can come in pieces. And slowly but surely, you take those pieces like puzzle pieces and you snap into place. And for each of us, it may be a different understanding, a different comprehension, but each of us, it comes in and we comprehend it and we understand it. We understand that our ego minds are too small to comprehend it or understand it. And then what we do is we go within, because we know that's where the answers are. We want to know who and what we are. We really don't care to stay in physical material world and let the ego mind, judge us, guide us, master us. We have experienced that, and that's there, and we're grateful for the experience. But more and more of us are starting to go within. Now, I know there's a lot of people that say they're going within, but they don't know what that means. But there's a very simple process to introduce people into it by focusing on their breath. Now, you imagine, for instance, that somebody hasn't ever focused on their breath, and they look at it as kind of like what the heck is this? What is this supposed to do? And I guess a lot of people understand the word relax. And then the relaxing, most people don't get. They don't accomplish it. People go on vacation, R&R, rest and recuperation. And then they end up coming back and it's all been superficial. And then they need R&R from R&R. One of the understandings, visualization, some of us have experienced this. You picture a hammock between two trees. Maybe you're by a stream and you're lying there, and it's not dozing off. It's a lot different. You're kind of there, and then you're not. You're kind of in between. And you hear noises in the background. Say it's a summer afternoon. But the noises are not close. They're very distant, very light. And your body is in a state where you're not interested in moving the body at all. In fact, you're not interested in doing anything at all. You're just being. You might feel a little bit of a breeze against your face a couple of times. You might hear the leaves rustling. It's very calming within, and the body reciprocates and just lets go. And you're not thinking of anything. There are no thoughts. There is no ego mind. Just this state of complete relaxation. Your body is completely relaxed. And you feel in your heart mind this energy. And the energy it's not coming from outside in, it's coming from inside out. And it is so joyous, so blissful, so happy, so peaceful. That you can't even describe it. Head to toe, inside and out. You can feel it. It's like a golden white light saturating you. Every cell, every molecule, and you're as still as a statue. Now, some of us have had this. We've experienced it, but it was not something that we expected, see. It's never something that we expect. It's something that just comes in unannounced. And this is a state of an enlightened being. Because, see, we're all enlightened. None of us are not. It's just most of us are unconsciously aware that we're enlightened beings. So we discover that we like this enlightened feeling. We'd like to have it all the time. But it's funny because it's not like we can duplicate it at any time we want because we don't know how it came to begin with. You ask yourself the question, where do I spend most of my time in this life? And be completely honest with yourself. Where do I spend most of my time in this life? In other words, what do you focus on mostly? Right? Where's your attention at? And is the attention heart-minded or ego-minded? Here's where you've got to be just boldly honest with yourself. This isn't judgment. This isn't evaluation. And all of us, sooner or later, are going to end up surrendering. Which is not about giving up, failing at life, or the loss of anything. And in a nutshell, surrender is the total release of your ego's constant effort to get somewhere better than here now. You ask yourself that question. Is that what it is? Is that what I'm fighting against, the surrender to the total release of my ego's constant effort to get somewhere better than here now? Are we all doing that on this planet? We're bowing down to the divine essence within ourselves in this now moment. This is what liberates us from our egos and allows us to be an open vessel to effortlessly manifest those deeper desires that we all deserve. Because you remember, we all deserve the best of everything. Period. We all deserve the best of everything. And when we all decide, we decide for ourselves, surrender frees us from any suffering we are experiencing instantly. Those who can fully surrender to this moment invites in such a profound clarity that they start realizing that they are living in paradise on earth. See, your intention is not about what you're going to get, how you're going to get it, what your life, how much better it can be, how to get more, worry, stress, and fear, anxiety, anger. That doesn't exist when you let go. Some people share with me they got to let go at least 1,000 times a day sometimes they find themselves doing. Have you ever been in that state, right, where you were so relaxed you couldn't move? That just being was blissful. This is where we find the door to the gods that we are. Some people take this differently by saying, well, what do you have to be, a zombie? You know, be in a catatonic state. They take it wrong. No, you're just really naturally relaxed. Everything you just let go. And everything shifts instantly. And this is a constant. It's 100% fact that when you truly do that, everything shifts. Your point of view, your perspective, how you respond. Because all this stuff, right? All these things we begin to understand are all temporary. We also begin to understand that, you ask yourself this question. It might sound a little crazy, but do I want and desire to be in total bliss, complete peace, joy, love, and happiness in this life all the time? Or do I want or desire to keep it where it's at? Pain, suffering, disappointment, anger, frustration, greed, manipulation, dishonesty. That's a two-sided question. It's a decision that we all will make if we haven't already. It's a decision that we all will make if we haven't already. I think a lot of people don't understand that ascension means that you move out of your current place, so to speak. And you move beyond it. You move beyond the pain and suffering, the disappointment. You move beyond intermittent happiness, joy, excitement, because it is intermittent. It's not constant. This is a decision that we all make. Some of us will make the decision to stay in that little circle of comfort. Our greatest power is to identify this and let go. That's the bottom line. We aren't going to do this if we're sitting and expecting something to happen to do it for us. You just be more in pain and misery and discontent. And in the quiet time of this meditation, remember that we are all, every single one of us, are, the gods within us are one. And talk with the God that you are within that body. Just like you begin to start talking with your bodies. Body tells you. It really does. It's a magnificent mechanism. So in this quiet time, picture yourself in the hammock. Picture yourself, you might have gone out there to read a book. You can have a hammock on an apartment balcony. You can have a hammock just about anywhere. You have it inside your house. But picture that setting. Focus on your breath. Slowly, easily, in through the nose and slowly and easily out through the mouth. And just let go. You feel the energy vibrating in your heart, through your heart mind. You're as still as a statue. You have no intention of moving any part of the body. And you're just focused on the breath and letting go. And you'll find that your body will just let go. And all after that, just be. Ego mind doesn't have much of a chance to try to get you off track. In that state, because in that state, you're in the now. And it doesn't exist there. I'll join you in the meditation. I'll return to close us out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose, and an easy and slow breath out of the mouth. Remain still. Connect with your belly and with your heart. Before you get out of bed every morning this month, I invite you to try out, this is a healing exercise. Laying very, very, very still in bed, rest one hand on your belly, one on your heart. Breathe slowly and deeply, connecting with the space in between your hands. Imagine your belly is merging with your heart, and feel this connection inside you. Allow for whatever emotions or bodily sensations that arise. Open up emotionally and let yourself feel sad, angry, lost, or afraid. You can relax deeper into this healing experience by breathing deeply and slowly. And remember that no matter what happens in this life, you are a precious, beautiful soul who is lovable and divine. Let your heart guide your belly back home. Take this with you for the rest of the day into the evening and night, following morning. And we will return here Friday, February 3rd, 2023, 3:15 p.m. Eastern Time to continue our Global Guided Meditation call, and 9 p.m. Eastern Time to continue our Reverse Aging Health call. We will have a guest on the call tomorrow night, Reverse Aging Health call. Be good to yourself. Stay and be always in deep gratitude. Never going to run out of things to be grateful for. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times.